guys, I'm Tori. I'm here to discuss the document on Hurricane Katrina. My response to that is I never really had an initial response because I never really did a lot of research on it. Only thing I went off of was what was in the news and what was in the papers. So I never really had my own opinion until I read this document. I definitely do feel that it is a fair discussion. I feel like this is a free country. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. It's definitely a controversial issue to spark some sort of debate, some sort of conversation, so to speak. So I think it is a good topic, and I think it's something that it's good to talk about. It's kind of died down a bit, so it's not as touchy and as sensitive as it was in the past. My view on the situation, being that I haven't been in a traumatic situation such as Katrina, I don't really have a view on that. So I've never had to really depend on someone to save me, depend on the government to save me and my family, something as tragic as that. But I will say, just as an African American female, my view on the African American population in New Orleans feeling neglected. A part of me, I kind of do feel that that population was neglected because of their socioeconomic status. Not necessarily because of race, but because of their socioeconomic status. But most of the time, low socioeconomic status people are generally minorities and African Americans. So part of me wants to believe that. I and then a part of me wants to believe that when you bring politics into it, like during that time, it was the Bush administration, and that's the Republican Party. That kind of plays a role in it too, because a lot of times Republicans are associated with Caucasian people, while Democrats are associated with African Americans and minorities. So I feel that since it was a Republican Party, he kind of did get a lot of heat. It was portrayed that he didn't, as Kanye would say, he don't like black people. But I can't really say that if Obama was in office and the same exact thing happened, I can't really say that would have took place. That would have taken place. I feel like they probably would have gave him a little more slack. And that's just me being devil's advocate, trying to see both sides of the story. But I do feel a lot of times, just not in this case, but just in society in general, that race and gender definitely plays a part in how individuals are viewed. And just from past experiences, nothing as big as this, but just past experiences of walking in the store and your sales clerk looking at you funny and following you around thinking you're going to steal something, not even getting a hello when you walk in the store. Things like that, versus someone else who come in the store that may be Caucasian, that could look exactly like me, and the only difference is our skin color. So those things definitely play a role. I think that my cultural background and makeup of the African American culture, it definitely shapes my perception and my views on Hurricane Katrina and how those individuals may have felt. But I try to never bring that into counseling when treating others who may not look like me. I'm trying to work on being as multiculturally competent as I can, because I feel like it's something that we all need. It's something that we should all learn to be, culturally diverse in our setting. So I look forward to all your questions and your comments. I can't read them, and I hope you all have a great night.